Jason Watts entered today's game hitting .315. Fine overall team batting. Robinson Maroons at .321, so you can see there's some super batting orders top to bottom. They just haven't got them generated in the tournament here yet.
Starwall throws his first pitch in there, a little high and outside. One thing that we've seen against the Robinson Maroons, they've got pitchers out there that do a good job changing speeds and throw a lot of breaking balls. And Jason Watts straightened that one out. That's going to go deep center field.
Oh, nice catch by the center fielder.
Andy Clark out in center. I thought that was going to be over his head. He just put his back to the infield and ran toward the fence, backhanded that ball in a fine play.
That's a good sign.
That's going to have Watts talking to himself when he comes back to the dugout.
Shortstop Corey Pritchard is getting ready to step in with Aaron Fry on deck.
Pritchard comes in with a .370 batting average. He's 7 home runs and 23 RBIs. Pretty good season.
So that will bring Corey Pritchard.
Corey has done a good job on defense also. He's handled several chances at that shortstop position. They threw a couple guys out trying to steal last night. You put Pritchard coming over to cover the bag and Watts' throwing arm, and they've done a good job. Nobody's going to run on them very handily. 2 balls, no strikes on Corey Pritchard.
Pritchard leads the team in walks, having picked up 23 base on balls, and also leads the team in stolen bases with 7.
High fly ball, and that's going to go to Clark in center again. He's got it zeroed in, moves over, and makes the catch. So he's handled them both. 2 outs, and Aaron Schrei will come to the plate.
Third baseman Aaron Schrei, the batter. Brett Schrei on deck.
Aaron hitting .311. 1 home run, 14 RBIs. His power number's down a bit from last year, but the batting average is in pretty good shape.
Aaron's struggling a little bit. He had he worked the third baseman real good last night, a couple of squibbers, and finally got one over his head. Aaron gets on base a lot. When you look at his hitting mark, it isn't all that great, but you find out that he's gotten some key hits in there and gets on and does a good job. Done a fine job defensively at third base. Oh, he pulled that, baby. That's fair ball. And Aaron gets a good easy single out to right field as he pulled that one right inside the line. So they've got a base runner. And Brett Schrei will be at the plate with 2 outs.
Brett had a tough day at the plate yesterday.
Boy, his numbers really jump out at you. A .435 batting average, .826 slugging percentage, 11 home runs, 36 RBIs.
And that turned out to be a winning run as Brett came around to score. 2-1 win.
Swing and a foul for strike 1. Brett has he got a home run in the Hudsonville game. He struck out several times, but Eric Atwood made the one mistake, I guess, and slipped one in there that Brett got a hold of, put it across the left field fence, just inside the 300-foot mark. Yesterday, he managed to get on base and score the winning run. So Brett's been a key player in all the ball games, as he usually is. 2 strikes to count on Brett. Brother Aaron down at first base with 2 outs here. Top of the first. Newton and Robinson going at it in the Class A Regional Championship here in Robinson this afternoon.
A very, very good baseball player. That means you made 7 outs, reaching 3 times.
Wind blowing straight in from center field.
Go 30%. They are exceptional. Brett Schrei at the plate with an 0-2 count. Starwall's pitch. Swing.
Brett puts one out into left field. And the left fielder pulls it in. That's Mike Mulvey out there. Had it all the way. Drifted over in the corner and pulled it in for out number 3.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Going into the bottom half of the first inning, there's no score. First 3 batters for Newton will be Nick Horst, Andy Clark, and Kevin Schulte.
Crawford Memorial Hospital, meeting your health care needs. CMH provides ear, nose, and throat services, pediatrics, physical therapy, plastic surgery, podiatry, radiology, and a lot more. When you need a healthcare facility that provides high quality and cost-effective healthcare services that's close to home, look to Crawford Memorial Hospital. Crawford Memorial is located at 1000 North Allen Street in Robinson. For more information, call CMH at 544-3131. Crawford Memorial Hospital, working toward a healthier tomorrow. The Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, proud to be a sponsor of today's ball game. They support the youth of Crawford County. That's the Loyal Order of the Moose, number 1369 in Robinson. And your Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County. They also help sponsor the telecast of today's game. Shop at your Robinson Walmart, 1304 East Main Street in Robinson. The home half of the first coming up here is, we say that rather loosely, as Newton comes to bat for their first opportunity this afternoon.
Correll brings some good numbers in here as a pitcher tonight. Started 11 games, completed 8. 9-2-1 loss record, 3 shutouts, 69 innings. He's allowed 37 hits, walked 30, struck out 69, and has an ERA of 0.61. Fine season.
That ball game last night, Dwayne, Corey Harmon pitched, and he went 7 innings. Did an excellent job. Tied up at the end of 7, 1-1, and Tony Graham came in, pitched the last 3, pitched 8, 9, and 10, well, the 8th and 9th, I guess, 2 full innings. He's the one that got the win. Did an excellent job. So Robinson certainly not hurting in the pitching category. Corey had a great ball game, and then Tony Graham to come in and back him up the way he did, pitched scoreless innings, and he got the record. And Corey, of course, doesn't get any credit other than the experience, but boy, he did a job.
Andy Clark is on deck.
Defensively for Robinson, we've got Aaron Schrey at third, Pritchard at short, Brian Bryant at second, Brett Schrey at first, left field, Upmore, Hartridge, and Parker left to right, pitching Correll and catching Jason Watts.
Nick Horst will lead things off. He's the second baseman for the Newton Eagles. Correll puts that first pitch in there for a strike. Nothing fancy about that one, just straight down the middle.
So back with a couple of days rest. And feeling good, ready to go. Next pitch.
And another one, a little low and inside, 1-1.
Back to the fence, and it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensively, Brett Schrey at first.
Newton knocked off Dietrich last night in a 3-2 ball game. Good ball game. There's Bryant.
Bryant's over. Picks it up.
To Schrey, they make that play look routine. Andy Clark will be up there, the center fielder. Made that fine catch a little earlier against Jason Watts as they led off.
Clark. Kevin Schulte on deck.
In the top half of the inning.
We're getting a little wind flap there, are we, Ron? Across the lens. If you see something looks like a curtain, it's our backdrop here that's coming over the lens. That the wind's blowing around up here, and we've got that trying to control the reflection. Sometimes it's a little hard to work with, but as long as you got plenty of duct tape, well, I think we'll survive. A little outside for a ball. Andy Clark up there.
You gonna let me talk?
I don't know, you just got here. 3 balls and a strike on Andy Clark.
It's windy again. It must be spring.
No rain yet.
Schrey's here.
How's California?
Good.
Good.
3 balls and a strike on Clark. In the bottom half of the first, the pitch is low.
There's a walk given up to Andy Clark. So with 1 out, the Eagles get a base runner. Kevin Schulte will be the hitter.
Okay.
Shortstop Kevin Schulte stepping in. Scott Burton on deck.
Down at first base.
What?
Bill Jones is coming up
Oh. There's a strike call to Kevin, the shortstop for the Eagles.
Clark on at first base. Brett Schrei holding him there. Short lead.
A little quick throw over to first by Correll, and Andy Clark hustles back in there. You don't get a big lead when you got a left-hander looking right at you.
Now here's the stretch. And the pitch.
A little bit inside to Schulte.
All of the strike from Schulte. Scott Burton.
Remember,
Go ahead.
if you remember Hudsonville on Saturday, Dwayne struggled a little bit in the first inning and then really settled down.
That's going to stay fair
ball.
inside the line. That's going to be extra bases. Clark's going to come around third, but they hold him up. Bill Jones in the coaching box down there does the smart thing and says, hang on, Andy. Kevin Schulte pulls up at second with a double down the left field line. Scott Burton will be the hitter, one away, and the Eagles have got runners in scoring position.
And now Lewis on deck. 2 minutes scoring position. Eagles ready to break on top here in the bottom half of number 1. And Scott Burton will step in. Eagles jumping right on Dwayne Correll here. Early going. Got going with 2 minutes.
Scott Burton, the third baseman, up there with only one out. Swings and pops a little foul back. I think it's going to go out of play. So that's one strike to Scott. Clark down at third. Kevin Schulte over at second with that hard hit double right down the left field line.
Normal depth, as is Brett Schrei at first. Aaron Schrei back behind the bag on the third base side. Sure the runner doesn't get too far away there. The stretch. Here's the pitch. It's
Inside again.
all in a strike.
1-1 to Scott.
Dwayne's ball seems to be cutting inside. I mean, he's been way inside here 3 or 4 times here in the first 4 batters.
On Scott Burton. Here's the next pitch.
Ooh.
A little bit outside, ball 2, 2-1.
2 balls and a strike.
Having just a little bit of control trouble. Looks to me like he's trying to throw hard.
Finding the plate.
He's
He's had a couple of them staying high and away. And the 2-1 pitch.
There's a shot out to center. Hartrick moves over, makes the catch. Everybody, now they're going to bring the runner home after the catch. So Clark scores after the catch. Kevin Schulte goes over to third, and it's an sacrifice fly, rather, for Scott Burton.
Sacrifice fly.
And the Eagles break on top 1-0 here with 2 down now.
Well hit to center. There's no question what the run would score. So the Eagles break on top. And this is the first out.
Sean Lewis will be the hitter. There's 2 outs now. Sean, the catcher for the Eagles. And let's see, got a runner at third, so Schulte down there.
Came back to win it 2-1.
There's a strike.
Long, 2 out after the leadoff man grounded out to second with base on balls. And here's the next pitch.
A little bit outside, 1-1.
Tries to turn it over, but floats outside. And it's 1 ball and 1.
Lewis, the hitter, with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first, and the Eagles have pushed a run across. There's a swing and a miss. Kind of a feeble attempt. 1-2.
It's 1 and 2. So, well, within a pitch, getting out on the inning. And that's only 1 run. Settled for that right now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a
Fly ball toward right.
2 right field.
Matt Parker waves everybody off, says, I got it, and calls it in.
So everybody making some pretty good contact in the first inning of play. The Eagles make it count. They come up with
So there's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. After 1 complete inning, it's Newton 1, Robinson nothing. First 3 batters for Robinson, Matt Parker, Dwayne Correll, and Ryan Bryant.
Spring is a time for home improvement. Check with the loan officers at First Robinson Savings and Loan FA. For all your financial needs, we stood the test of time since 1883. FDIC insured. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan FA. At Rural King Supply, we're going to help you cut more than your lawn this summer. Did you hear that, Jim? They're going to help you cut your lawn.
I'll take anybody that'll help me cut my lawn.
Especially when it rains 8 inches a week.
A tractor and a plow would tickle me to death.
Rural King, Not only they're going to help us save on our lawn mowing, they're also going to cut out your interest and monthly payments too.
I like that.
When you purchase any of the Simplicity high-quality tractors, riding mowers, or new chipper vacuums, you'll have no monthly payment and no interest till September of '95. That's Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Well, it's interesting to watch the two left-handers.
X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
J.D. Starwall, the pitcher for the Eagles, a left-hander. And he'll be facing Matt Parker. Starwall
Batting first, top half of the second inning.
is the guy that beat the Maroons earlier this year when Newton and Robinson played.
Corral on deck.
Sort of fits the mode that he's going to be going against them today, doesn't it?
Well, you're pretty smart.
I listened to Eleanor. She told me that earlier.
Well, actually, I think they split in 2 games this year, didn't they?
Yeah,
don't know.
but this is the pitcher that beat him
No.
in the second game.
Takes a little off that one, tries to sneak it in there, but it missed it. Ball 1 to Matt. And throws a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. A little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Matt looking all the way. Wind just all of a sudden died here. There's one, a breaking pitch. Missed it again, 3-1 the count.
Robinson got the 2-out single in the first. Now a chance to get the leadoff man on is Parker with the 3-1 count.
Parker bouncing ball to third. Got it over to first in time. So Burton throws him out on the ground ball to third. 1 away, and Dwayne Corral will be the hitter.
Bring Dwayne Corral to the plate.
Dwayne with that big hit in the bottom of the 10th last night. So Jim and I didn't have to stay here till midnight.
Yeah, we did well. We had about an hour and 20-minute game Saturday and a 2-hour 40 job last night.
Ron was just hopping all over here trying to get out here so he could get back on TV last night
Corral fouls one back out of play.
on
For
cable
strike.
channel 12.
Yeah, we were darn near live.
Well, half of us were.
There's a high fly ball.
Back on the edge of the out.
Second baseman backs up.
Nick Horst is back. Back here, about 15 feet out into right field.
Horst hauls it in.
Hauls it in there.
Quickly,
2 down here as Ryan Bryan will be the next batter.
You get a chance, Shaw. Corral fell out of the batter's box last night and hit one. I mean, it skied. It went foul over the fence out of here. About 2 or 3 feet on the inside of the foul pole. But he was falling away when he hit that sucker, and I didn't believe he had that much power, but he sure did get a hold of it.
Did you want me to read something on
No, I
this,
just
or-
thought maybe you might want
Oh.
some information there.
Okay.
That's factual.
Yes, I know.
And up to
I've
date.
been working off those
Oh, you have?
last
Oh,
2
okay.
date games. Some people
Bryant looks at the ball.
have to stay around and work once in a while, and other people get to take vacations and take off. And
I told you I was setting a trap for you, didn't I?
Shaw flies out the coast, does what'd you do, 3 ball games out there?
Yeah. I had to pay to get in all 3
I
of
was
them.
going to say,
Interesting note, though, he was telling me Jamie Langford sang the national anthem out there. Was it Sunday?
Sunday.
From Lawrenceville.
oh, yeah.
Well, that makes it 3-1, and Ryan was halfway down to first base. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ryan Bryant. There's 2 outs here in the top of the second. Robinson lost the toss, so they're the visitors this afternoon. There's another call strike. Full count now. Well, Ryan's got to be ready now.
Starwell, not the overpowering pitcher that we've seen in the last couple of days against the Bruins. Here's the
Swing and a miss.
So for the Maroons, in the
That's an easy
Nope.
one, Shaw.
3 up and 3 down.
No runs, no hits, no errors
That's
as we
right.
roll to the bottom of the second.
First 3 batters for Newton will be Mike Mulvey, Chad Starwald, and Bill Jones.
VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community.
Tony, this is yours. How would you like a free mini vacation? This is an opportunity for you to receive 3 days and 2 nights free in Branson, plus 2 free show tickets to some of the biggest music shows in Branson, including Mo Bandy, Mickey Gilley, and many others. If you're interested, call Ron Wheeler at 544-7898 to see if you qualify for the special offer.
Does
You
Dwayne
must-
qualify?
No way. You must meet certain qualifications to be eligible. And Shaw, you don't meet them. For more information, call Ron Wheeler at 544-7898. That's Ron Wheeler at 544-7898.
I'm waiting for Dwayne to say something, but he won't dare touch it.
He knows better. He's been away.
I heard Branson described as 7 theaters, 2,000 hotel rooms, and 2 lanes.
Yes, the 2-lane
Traffic
part.
is terrible, I guess.
He walked.
Is that true, Ron? I know Missouri's trying to figure out what to do down there.
How many theaters? Huh? 45. I was going to say, that's the last number I heard. Still a lot of construction going on. A lot of bricks being laid. Wayne Newton's back in town, so they got another one. Mike Mulvey will lead off the bottom of the second for the Eagles. Newton leads it 1-0 here as they squeeze a run home there in the first inning. Dwayne Corral brings it home, and Mulvey puts one out of play, foul.
James Hartridge in center field. Matt Parker
1 strike to Mike.
pretty much straight away in center. They're playing Mulvey just about straight up. Here's a pitch low. And it's
A little low from Corral. As Dwayne's still struggling a little bit with his control, where on Saturday he was behind on nobody. There's a line drive out into center or right field as Parker goes back quickly and snags it about 3 steps from the fence. Matt Parker as Mulvey drives the ball towards right field, but Parker was there who got a good jump on the ball as it came off the bat.
Literally turned him around, didn't it?
Right fielder Chad Starwald.
Wind blowing across from left to right, and that might have had a little effect on that ball that time.
on the hill. We're ready to go quickly. Pitchers either one wasting much time.
Chad Starwell will be the hitter, the right fielder, and he hits one foul out of play for strike 1.
Kind of scattered the crowd down there in the corner.
People
But
are-
buzzed over cousin Steve Schrei's head there.
He also dug out. 1 strike. Chad Starwald.
Corral brings it home again, tries to break a ball across, but misses. 1-1.
Up there, high and outside. It's 1-1.
Thing Dwayne needs to do here is not get frustrated. He'll get into his rhythm here if he just keeps working at it.
There's a fly ball that's headed for the hole. Base hit. Hartrick makes a play in center, and Chad Starwald's on at first with a single. Bill Jones will be the hitter with 1 away.
Second hit off of Corral.
First baseman Bill Jones, the batter.
Bill Jones
Mask
will
on
now
deck.
step in. He's number 8 in the Eagle lineup. He's the first baseman. First baseman pitcher.
Little quick throw over to first.
Diving back in.
Starwald dives back in there.
So that was suits. Dusty with the headlong dive back to the bag. Front made it. Really wasn't close. Here's the pitch. Jones.
Sacrifice gets it a little hard. They go to second with him. Got
Nice
him.
play. Bun a little too hard.
Dwayne didn't hesitate. He went right after it, and he knew what he was going to do, and he fired it down to Ryan Bryant at second base.
Out number 2.
So
As they
Bill
pick off the
Jones
lead.
It was landed hard.
Go ahead.
gets on with a fielder's choice. That was a good play by Corral. He knew he had a shot at it. He just turned around and made sure somebody was at the bag before he threw it and let fly.
John Mass.
2 out with the runner at first. And the first pitch to John.
John Mass, the DH for J.D. Starwald, is up there batting in the 9th spot.
DH for the pitcher, J.D. Starwald. Stretch by Corral.
Corral again goes to first.
Runner backs Runners, Bill Jones.
2 outs here in the second,
Eagle lineup.
as Mast is the hitter. 1 ball, no strikes, and here comes Corral. Pop foul back, straight
over our
back.
heads.
Ooh, look at it go for the... Whoop.
Yeah, it did.
Got the pickup and got mine.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Insurance claim.
Got Ty's pickup first. Bounced back. Over to first, just to keep him honest. Got a 1-1 count here on Mast.
And the count 1-1 on the hitter. Stretch once again. Here's the pitch.
Hard hit
Base
ball,
double.
fair ball. That's going to be extra bases. Up more, does a good job cutting the ball off, and that holds him up. I thought they had a chance to bring him around to third.
Yeah, Newton continues to pound that ball as they get a hit here, coming up with 2 hits, and they've got 2 on with 2 out. And Nick Horst, the leadoff hitter, as Mike Scheimer goes out to talk things over with his infield, and Tony Graham heads for the bullpen to warm up.
Didn't the Big Jones kid that played the line and played basketball, played center in the basketball team, did he play baseball? I thought he did in the past.
I don't know. That I don't
When
know.
I saw Jones on the lineup, I assumed that's who it was, but that's
Bill's,
not him.
this one's Bill's boy.
So is the other
Coach.
one, but
Is it?
yeah,
The
must be a
C
young one here. That's not the same kid.
could be Mast. There's a lot of familiar names. Yeah,
Mhm.
Horst and Mast are 2 familiar names when they come
Mulvey.
out of New Mulvey. Mike Mulvey.
The Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong is proud to be in Crawford County and pleased to help bring you this telecast. Enjoy the great hours in full-service banking at the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Good luck to the Robinson Maroons from the Kemper CPA Group. See Kemper CPA Group for your year-round tax service, accounting, and auditing. That's Kemper CPA Group in Robinson.
Well, we got a little sunshine back out now. Some clouds come over and the wind kicks up, and then it dies down, sun comes out. Looking pretty good now, a little better than it did earlier. Here's Nick Horst. He's the leadoff man as far as Newton is concerned. Got a couple runners on and 2 outs. That's Bill Jones down to second, John Mast over at first, and Horst takes
Right on the
strike.
corner.
Horse grounded out to second in his first appearance in the first inning.
And Corral with the stretch. Look to second. Brings it back to the plate.
A little bit inside, 1-1 to Nick. Corral looks around and brings it home. Gets one in the dirt a little bit. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Horst, the hitter. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 2-2 the count. 2 outs and 2 on.
Big pitch here by Corral. Try to keep away from that full count here with 2 down and 2 on.
Just missed a little inside. Now we go to a full 3-2. Newton with the base runners with 2 out. They'll be going. Ground ball. Pritchard, nice play. Has to go to first.
Got him.
Got him. Great
Nice
play.
play.
Good play. Good play.
That play was a tough one all the way around. It was hit right between the legs of Bill Jones, who was going over to third, and that blocks a view of Pritchard to the ball a little bit. Backhanded it and then made that long throw perfectly.
So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. After 2 complete innings, it's Robinson trailing 1-0, and the first 3 batters for Robinson will be Hartrich, Upmore, and Watts.
Charlie Incorporated, CI Systems, providing the highest quality computer systems, network, service, software, and support. Serving Crawford County and surrounding area for over 18 years. Call Charlie Incorporated, CI Systems at 546-5442 for all your computer needs.
Well, the Maroons would like to get something going here in the top of the third. They've managed to get one hit. But that's been it for the afternoon. Aaron Schrei got it with a good hit into right. And that's been all.
The Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County and pleased to help sponsor the telecast of this game. Shop at your Robinson Walmart at 1304 East Main in Robinson. And Rural King Supply has a complete assortment of Echo string trimmers to choose from, beginning from the popular GT 2000 homeowners model, sale price now at $139.99, plus the full line of Echo trimmers. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Center fielder James Hartridge the batter.
Hartridge will lead
That's
it
more
off.
on deck.
The center field.
James Hartrick steps in there. He's a left-handed batter. His first time up this afternoon.
It's time to put a few hits together here. It's the third inning already.
Starwalt brings one home, and Hartrick fouls it off.
There'll be thousands of pitchers thrown here on the diamonds at the City Park. A couple of months, minor league, little league, girls softball.
Call strike that time. Hartrick looked at a pretty good pitch.
0-2 the count here. Nobody down. Leadoff hitter James Hartrick. For the Maroons, the center fielder.
Little curveball that Hartrick was inside. He just pulled it foul. 2 strikes the count. Good crowd out here this afternoon. Championship game. Newton and Robinson. The winner goes to Monticello for sectional play next Saturday. This coming Saturday.
That's what I was going to say. It's this Saturday.
This Saturday. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hartrick.
Also want to encourage fans from Robinson to maybe make the trip to Charleston to see the state track meet. So Robinson's got quite a few people going.
Clark comes in on that one.
He almost tripped in that.
There's still a little spot out there from affected the range last week, and Clark got into that. Made the catch. Nice play. Chris Upmore will be the hitter. They did a heck of a job on the field out here last Saturday. I didn't think they'd ever play ball on it. They had the infield really good shape. The outfield had some spots. You can kind of see them out there now with what's left. But, boy, I didn't think they'd play ball at all Saturday. Did a good job with the field. Chris Upmore, the hitter, left fielder today for Robinson. And he hauls one out to Andy Clark in center. Clark comes over. Boy, he's been a busy lad out there.
The right field side taking the catch.
2 outs, and Jason Watts will lead things off. And he led off the first with a heck of a line drive out to Clark that Clark made with his back to the infield.
Catcher Jason Watts the batter. Corey Richard on deck.
Getting those big bats for the Maroons still silent here through this whole regional. They've struggled to get runs, and they're struggling today.
Up the middle, and Starwalt makes a good play. Well, there again, Shaw.
3 up and 3 down. Still 1-0 Newton going to the bottom of the third. First 3 batters for the Newton Eagles: Andy Clark, Kevin Schulte, and Scott Burton.
Are you thinking of a new car for 1995? Come into the First Robinson Savings and Loan FA and talk to one of our friendly loan officers. We stood the test of time since 1883. FDIC insured. Leaf Incorporated is proud to be part of Crawford County and are pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
You got stock and duct tape?
I see it. I don't
No
believe
way.
it, but I see it.
No way this is ever going to come down.
Well, this is our last game anyway, Jim.
Maybe you can leave it for next year.
The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open to the public. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Coulter Post 69 in Robinson.
Andy Clark, the busy center fielder for the Newton Eagles, will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Andy has scored the only run this afternoon for the Eagles on Scott Burton's sacrifice fly back in the first inning, and that's been all of it so far. 1-0 lead here in favor of Newton.
Leading off the bottom half of third inning for the Eagles, center fielder Andy.
X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
Uh-oh. Clark puts one right back out there, a base hit to center. He knew where that wet spot was, and he headed right for
He hit it right to it.
Hartwig gets it back in a hurry, and Andy Clark leads off the third with a single.
It's the fourth hit gathered by Newton against Dwayne Carell.
Kevin Schulte will be up there. He had a hard double the last time up. There's a pitch that's inside to Kevin, ball one. Schulte, the shortstop for Newton. Fouls one right back at us. 1-1.
This headed your way, Jim.
My gosh, the roar of the wind is about to pick up
I think
here.
the wind must have picked up somewhere along the line.
I can very plainly see on our plexiglass shield up there the name Rawlings.
Yes.
Kind of lets you know that one got her pretty good. Boy, that I couldn't believe the way that was.
Again, Dwayne Carell throws the ball high as he struggles here with all his off-speed deliveries. That might
to
be
Ryan
two.
Bryant.
That might be two. Yep.
They turned
Got it.
They turned it. Good
Low
play.
throw, dug out of the dirt by Brett Try. Nice play all around.
Good quick release by Bryant, who fired it over to Pritchard, and Pritchard let it fly, and Brett Try dug it out of the dirt for two. That's a big double play there.
Pitcher's friend.
Scott Burton now with 2 outs and nobody on.
Nobody on.
Scott Burton, the batter.
Scott takes the ball with 2 outs now. Now Pritchard did a good job coming across the bag and getting rid of the ball in a hurry to Schrei.
Again, Carell high with his first 2 deliveries. 2-0 the count here with 2 down in the bottom of the third. Still high. 3-0.
Well, they walked him on 4 straight pitches now. He gets help with a double play, and we got a runner back on with 2 outs. Sean Lewis will be the hitter. Sean flied out to right field his last time up. He's the catcher for the Eagles.
Catcher Sean Lewis, the batter.
We've got Long on our sheet.
Long what?
Sean Long down on this end.
Who wrote it? Jim, probably.
Somebody on
Well,
Newton Ball Club.
Oh, okay.
is it Long or Lewis?
Eleanor said Lewis, didn't she?
Long.
Long? Jerry said Long.
Okay, I'll take the blame for that. I went over with Bill Jones and names on these. Maybe I skipped Lewis and thought I knew what I was talking about.
Long.
Sean Long. Is it? You sure it's Sean?
Yeah.
Sean Long, or Long Sean?
You're getting in trouble.
I know.
Inside. 1-2.
You just call him Old Sean.
We'll just say Sean, number 20, the catcher. Catcher's up to bat for Newton. We'll figure out his name by the end of the game. We know his first name's Sean as he lines it.
There
for
goes a base
another
hit.
base hit. As
So-
Newton keeps pounding that ball.
Burton down at second.
Bringing up Mike
Sean.
Mulvey.
Sean at first.
This is Mike.
Outfielder Mike Mulvey.
Schreiber down toward the bullpen.
Starwalt on deck.
Start throwing again. Loosened up last inning. Here's a foul down the first base side.
Shoots that one. Foul down the first base side for strike one.
Foul down into the bullpen where Tony Graham's throwing a little. This is a tournament. You lose, you're done. So you can't afford to get too far behind here.
5 hits, 2 walks, 2 2/3 innings. And here's the next pitch. It's
A little bit low.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs.
I thought he was bringing us money.
Another out. Here's the next pitch.
Another foul right back at us.
1 ball.
1-2, the count to Mike Mulvey. Burton down at second, got on with a walk. Advanced to second on Sean Long, single to center. Newton leads it 1-0 here with 2 outs, and they've got a runner in scoring position, so they're looking for some more. Right up the
There it is.
middle, and
They
that's
just
going to
got
be a
some
base
more.
hit. Here comes Burton, and he's heading for the plate. He's going to score as Schrei comes over and cuts it off. We've got runners now at first and third, and it's a 2-0 ball game. An RBI for Mike Mulvey.
Comes Coach Scheimer again. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be it for Dwayne.
Isn't that his second trip, or is it just his second trip this inning?
First trip this inning.
Okay. That run scored after 2 outs, too. He got the double play and got...
And the double play really looks big now as Newton's really come back here, and they're just pounding it all over the place. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you this broadcast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. What? He shouldn't be eating those. I'm going to tell Linda on him. Linda? I don't. Yeah, oh, that's true. I better be quiet.
Crawford Memorial Hospital, meeting your health care needs. CMH provides rehabilitation services, short stay surgery, urology, ultrasound, 23-hour observation bed, 24-hour emergency services, and a lot more. When you need a health care facility that provides high quality and cost-effective health care services that's close to home, look to Crawford Memorial Hospital. Crawford Memorial Hospital, located at 1000 North Allen Street in Robinson. For more information, call 544-3131. Crawford Memorial Hospital, working toward a healthier tomorrow.
Gosh, Sean was coming down the line. I thought, boy.
Yeah, he came down right away.
Ball 1.
1 ball to count. Here's the next pitch. Inside, high, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Runners on the corner here as Newton scores another run here in the bottom of the third to go along with that one in the bottom of the first, and they're on top 2-0. Still 2 out. Maroon's still in it, but they need to shut the door here pretty soon.
Chad Starwalt, the hitter, fouls one off, and that's going to drift out of play. That's strike 1, 2-1 the count now to Chad. Sean Long down at third.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Mike Mulvey over at first, who singled home Scott Burton with that run here earlier in the inning.
3-1.
That's high and outside. Swing and a
Swing
foul
and tip.
tip. 3-2 now.
Full count. Runner on first will go with the pitch.
He's gone.
And he's going to bring that runner home. What a play. Nice play. Well, they went to sleep on that one. They gave up second base and forgot about Long down at third, and he just came home easily. How do you score that?
Popping over to first base.
Well, it about has to be on the the back end of a double steal, but you know, balls weren't handled very cleanly. Throw from Schreier back towards second base was in the dirt a little bit. Pritchard had a little trouble digging it out, but I don't think it would have made any difference.
Well, on the series, everybody's safe as Long comes home from third to score the run. Mulvey's still down at second base safe. Starwald fouls off another one on a full count, and they've still got a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs and 2 runs home here in this inning.
Mental breakdown on top of everything else here. Stretch. And Corral with the 3-2 pitch once again.
Fly ball right field. Matt Parker's got his eye on it. Pulls it in. Well, after all that, I'll let you total that up, Mr. Shaw.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. After 3 complete innings, it's Newton 3, Robinson 0. And the first 3 batters for Robinson: Pritchard, Aaron Schreier, and Brett Schreier.
VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community. Get special pricing now on computer systems, printers, multimedia kits from Charlie Incorporated CI Systems. Charlie Incorporated CI Systems, located on the east side of the square in Robinson, or call them at 546-5442. That's Charlie Incorporated CI Systems. The Loyal Order Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and supports the youth of Crawford County. That's the Loyal Order Moose, number 1369 in Robinson. What's wrong? I'll just keep reading. You guys can talk. You know. Is he trying to prove himself correct?
He keeps trying. We'll just call him Long Lewis. How's that?
Long Lewis, okay.
Lewis Long.
Your Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County and is very pleased to help sponsor this telecast. Shop at your Robinson Walmart at 1304 East Main in Robinson.
Shortstop Corey Pritchard leading off the
Well,
half of the
it's kind of like time to get some hits
Right.
and get some runs
You
here
gotta
for
do
the
it.
Maroons, because it's getting late.
Top of the 4th, Pritchard will lead off. Aaron Schreier and Brett Schreier will be up. The meat of the order here. Time to do something if you're going to do it.
I don't know. I just grabbed a stack. Those aren't right.
No, those aren't. They haven't been touched.
It's Kincaid's fault. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1 to Pritchard. It's always Kincaid's fault. Look at him.
Outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Starwald looked outside from here, but Pritchard went after it. And another pitch outside, 3-2 now, full count. to
Starwald
Corey.
says, well, if he swung at that one, I'll throw one out there again so he can...
Just a little bit farther outside.
Yeah.
Make sure he can't reach it.
And here's Starwald's full count pitch.
Down, oh.
High, ball 4.
Got away with it. Pritchard gets a base on ball, so the Maroons now have base runner.
That's a start.
And that's only the second base runner of the afternoon for him.
Brings up Aaron Schreier, the third baseman for the Maroons.
He owns the only Robinson hit.
Caught the corner for a strike.
Pulled that one in. Aaron batting .311 at the start of today's game. There's a
Ground ball,
base hit.
base hit right.
Pritchard heading
Going
for
for
third. Safe.
Good base
safe.
running.
Good job by Corey Pritchard, who went to third on that single by Aaron Schreier.
Make him throw that ball around. They're liable to throw it away.
So Aaron, who struggled a little bit here in the tournament, has 2 hits in today's ball game. So he's kind of finding his way here. Brett Schry will be the hitter.
See if we can get his brother going here.
Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. We've got runners at first and third, and a chance to do some damage here.
See if the Maroons can get some runs here. Maybe that'll allow Dwayne Correll to relax a little bit on the mound and settle down. 3-0. Runners on the corners, nobody out. There's
Schry,
another one.
same spot, base hit. That's going to bring Corey Pritchard home, and the Schry boys are on at first and second.
3-1. As the coach from Newton makes the stroll to the mound.
Matt Parker will be the hitter. He grounded out to third his last time up, or his first time up, only time.
Making a change here.
Conference out on the mound. Bill Jones is talking to him, and it looks like it. Watch
Looks like
the
he's
switches.
bringing in Andy Clark in here from center field to throw.
Nobody out here in the top of the fourth, with the Maroons have scored a run and have 2 runners on by Pritchard's opening leadoff walk, and then 2 singles by Aaron Schry and Brett Schry. Let's see, is that what we got? Clark going to throw.
One of the most convenient services we offer at the First Robinson Savings Loan is our drive-up window. It's a lifesaver when you have a car full of kids and groceries. Next time you're in a hurry, use the drive-up. First Robinson Savings and Loan, FA, FDIC insured. I'm afraid to take too many out of these as a clip, and we'll be chasing them over in the Little League diamond.
Let's see, what's Starwall going to do? Has anybody found him yet, or
he
did he
went
go
to the
out?
dugout.
He went to the dugout, and number 25 is the new center fielder.
Here we go.
Do you have that number, Jim? Even on the clips, they blow across.
25? I don't have a 25.
I don't either. I've got 2 24s.
Okay, the
we'll get
right
Elmer's.
fielder went to center, and we have a new right fielder. Can't see his number.
Okay, yeah.
18. Is that 18?
Maybe 19.
I don't know.
I've got a 19.
Do I hear 20?
Tony
Do I hear
Hildebrand.
21?
Tony Hildebrand's number 19.
At Rural King Supply, you'll find several models of Ranch King and Yardman riding mowers, from 12 horse to 20 horse, in gear and hydrostatic transmission models. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
The DH, John Mass, has gone to right field, and the right fielder, Chad Starwalk, is now in center field.
Did you get all that, Jim? Dwayne? Parker foul tips it at the feet of the catcher.
Okay, we covered that. We've got Andy Clark in to pitch from center. Starwall, J.D., went out of the ball game. Mast, who was DH, went into right field, and then Chad moved over to center from right, Chad Starwall. Parker's up there, fouls one back out of play. And what do we got? 2 strikes on Mast.
You see that break that back glass of that Bronco?
What?
Big crack in that plastic top.
Yeah. Parker,
Get down.
base hit left.
It's going to load him up.
Aaron Schry had to hold up as that ball started to carry out to the left fielder, but that's 4 in a row that have reached base for the Maroons. And that'll bring up Dwayne Correll.
Well,
Could really help himself here.
when you get a chance to help yourself, why, here's a situation that
Pitcher Dwayne
Maroons seem like they've really cut their swing down here, especially this inning, and just going for those singles and line drives.
Aaron Schry down at third, Brett down at second, and Matt Parker at first.
There's
And
one.
Correll.
That's down in the
extra
corner.
bases.
No, he
No,
cut
he
it off.
We got 1 home.
Brett at third. Still loads up. still bases loaded.
Right fielder made a heck of a play there because that ball could have got past him to the fence, and there had been a lot of people across the plate.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get through. Aaron try and come around to score, and an RBI for Dwayne Correll.
Makes it 3-2 now with the bases still loaded and nobody out. Ryan Bryant.
Brian Bryant.
3-2 ball game now. Newton still leads it, but Robinson coming back here, and there's nobody out here in the top of the fourth.
Newtonville got their infield in at the corners, so they'll come home with anything hit sharply at them.
Bryant took a strike. He's got strike one. Let's see. We got Brett Schrei down at third. There's a ground ball shortstop. See where they go with it. They go to second for one. Can't turn it. Got a run out of it.
And we got a tie ball game, Jim.
So Bryant will get the RBI as Brett Schrei scores. Tie ball game 3-3. Hartrick will be the hitter. Let's see. Correll got forced at second. So there's one out now.
Runners on the corners. 3-all to score.
Parker down at third and Ryan Bryant at first on the fielder's choice. Yeah, that Bryant now took the opportunity with a runner on third. He just moved down to second with no play. So we've got runners at second and third now. 2 strikes to Hartrick. James would like to poke one here. Fouls it off, hangs in there now. 2 strikes.
That last run scored was charged to Starwalt. That closes the book on him. He threw 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 1.
There is
Foul. Boy, he was going after it. Hartrick, the count holds at 2 strikes. Andy Clark coming in relief of Starwalt here in the fourth. See Clark come in and to face Matt Parker to start with, so he's given up a couple of hits.
changed speeds on him there. Hartrick was out in front. That'll bring up Chris Upmore.
2 outs. Chris lined out to center field, his first time up. Got a hold of the ball good. He'll be facing Andy Clark now. Andy, the fastball pitcher, and Upmore puts it down to first. And they're going to make the play unassisted. So, tie ball game here in the fourth.
So it's 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Tied up now, 3-3 going into the bottom half of the fourth inning. The first 3 batters for Newton, Jones, Mast, and Horst.
X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson. The Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong is proud to be in Crawford County and pleased to help bring you this telecast. Enjoy the great hours and full-service banking at the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. The VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and is pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community. That's the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson.
Bottom of the fourth.
New pitcher.
Maroons come out with Tony Graham here to start off in the fourth, and he'll face Bill Jones. To start with, John Mast will still be batting in the 9th position, and Nick Horst will be the 3rd hitter up. That's right, isn't it? Mast had retained his batting position,
Right.
and that is the DH. He went into right field in the last inning when they changed pitchers out there.
See, Correll went to center field in place of Hartrick during this switch.
Okay, and let's see, did Hartrick go out?
Yes, he did.
Yes. Graham will be hitting in his spot.
Tony pitched a whale of 3 innings yesterday as he retired everyone he faced and just totally dominated the Cumberland Ball Club. He's been that way. He got picked up the victory yesterday, so that makes him 6-0 this year, and he has done a whale of a job. Sophomore fireballer.
So that closes the book on Corral as a pitcher, unless he should re-enter during this game. He threw 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 6 hits, walked 2. Struck out none.
Out of play. That kept drifting and drifting and drifting and finally made it out. I'm still trying to figure the lineup out here. That'll put Graham batting in the 8th position, right?
And you wonder why.
Or not in the 8th position, but yeah, in the 8th position for Hartrick. Okay.
Can we tell you about the scoring the first 2 games when Jim was taking care of it?
He doesn't want to see it.
I thought about leaving the scorebook here, but
Never mind.
It was probably better that you did not. Low. 1-1 to count.
well, he's standing right there with the official score. You think he can get things
You know, he
right.
could. Yeah,
Well, I
did.
did
This is
not-
what I did yesterday. I sat right there and took care of it.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Bill Jones.
That had just a little bit of heat on it, and it was high.
Little
gonna be a base
humpback
hit.
liner that's going to drop in there. That's one of those little squibblers. Hit the wet spot out there, didn't bounce at all, just died.
Yeah.
So Bill Jones leads off with a single.
Right fielder John Mast,
It's the 7th hit for Newton.
forced on deck.
John Mast will be the hitter who is now playing right field. Got that.
He singled in the 2nd inning.
Tony Graham in there in relief of Dwayne Corral. Pops it up. Brett Schrei calls for it. He's got it.
Nice
One out.
communications there in the infield.
Yeah,
Yes.
Brett did a good job calling him off. Took control.
As that ball again drifted,
Second baseman Nick Clark.
started drifting to the right as the wind was kind of switched around, blowing real hard left to right instead of straight in.
Nick Horst will be the hitter, the leadoff man for the Newton Eagles, with 1 out here in the 4th.
I can't see around there. I'm sorry I
Oh.
hit your head. Not. Yeah. Oh, he's got the camera even right where it's supposed to be. It's the last game. I'm gonna give you a hard. Yeah, you know, you're gonna say no more 7-ups either, right?
Strike call.
Wait till you get your advertising bill.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be in the mail tomorrow. No, he'll probably hand deliver.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Nick Horst. Graham took a little bit off that one.
Kincaid
And Horst
didn't-
out in front of it.
Kincaid didn't say a word. He just sits over there. And
I'm working on
look how
this.
professional he is at what he does.
I'm
We haven't
busy.
figured out what he does, but
Back to the pitcher. Graham tries to barehand it. Nobody can handle it cleanly, and everybody's safe.
He dropped the ball. He
Yep.
went to the second base with it. Couldn't hang on to it.
Graham
that's
took a
what
stab at it.
On the play. Runners at first and second with 1 down. That had makings of a
Well, an infield hit is what it'll wind up being.
cause the miscue. Instead of getting the ball first, stepping on the bag, and making sure they had the man coming down.
Again, Newton's got 2 on here with 1 out as they continue to show those bats all through the game here, even against Graham. Got hit and an error, and that second smash was a smash. It wasn't any, just a little squibber. As Tony throws his first pitch slow and away.
Nice job by Jason Watts. Dug that out of the dirt. Held the runners.
Andy Clark's the hitter. He's the guy that came in to do the pitching now for Newton. One ball, no strikes. Tony Graham checks his runners and brings it home. There's a bouncing ball. Pritchard
That's going to be a double play.
to second.
Got it.
Oh, he dropped it. Or did he beat it?
I guess he just beat it.
Save at first. Well, he got the force at second. And Horst is out. Clark gets on then with a fielder's choice. Pritchard option to make the play himself at second, through to first, and
Brett picked it, and
Clark picked
but
it up.
the runner just beat it. 2 down now here in the bottom of the 4th. All tied up 3-3 as Newton had with runners on the corners.
Bill Jones down at third and Andy Clark at first. Kevin Schulte is the hitter now for Newton. Graham misses with a fastball, ball 1. Schulte doubled his first time up and hit into a double play second time up. Line
that's
shot,
a-
base hit. That brings a run home. Base hit to right, drives Bill Jones home, and Newton goes back out in front, 4-3 here.
As Newton continues to just smack the you-know-what out of the ball. Just about took the runner's head off with that line drive. Still 2 on here. 2 out. Newton back on top, 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th.
Scott Burton will be the hitter. Sacrifice fly and an RBI in the first. Scored a run after he'd walked in the third. And he's up here in the 4th. Tries to break it over the plate, misses with it, a ball. 1-1 the count. Graham brings it home, missed again, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Scott Burton. 2 outs here in the 4th for the Eagles. Robinson trying to get out of a jam and stay within 1 run.
So you flew all the way to California to see 3 Cub games?
3 Cub wins.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Foul ball, out of play, probably. Yeah, count holes. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. I even baseball books. I turned myself off. Here we go. Did you shut me off, Wheeler?
You did it yourself.
Okay.
2-2 the count. 3-2.
Full count.
Runners will go here with 2 down.
High school and college baseball, but I threw away all the pro stuff.
That's all right. I didn't know the pros were still playing.
I'm striking now. 2 outs. We're in the 4th. Outside, Scott Burton walks. Sean Lewis will be the hitter.
You said that with such authority.
Now that we got it all straightened out, I think we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Jeez.
Oh, my.
One of the number 24s we have here. I'm not sure which is Cleaver or Fowler. Fowler.
Fowler will be the hitter. The
Fowler.
pinch hitter for Lewis.
Paul Fowler hitting for Sean Lewis. Paul Fowler.
The lefty goes against Graham. Looks at a strike on the inside corner for strike 1. Tony Graham here in a jam as he came in relief for Dwayne Carell. And the Maroons, after scoring 3 in the top half of this 4th, find themselves behind again 4-3 as Newton's come back with 1 and the base is loaded.
Fowler pops it straight up. I think they've got a play on it. Jason Watts got it.
Nice play as Jason Watts took control and had that foul ball. as the Maroons stay close here as Newton's knocking the ball all over the field, but they're still in it.
1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. And they've taken the lead 4-3. So the totals after 4 innings for Robinson, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base for Newton. Got ahead of myself. 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 7 left on base.
Good luck to the Robinson Maroons from the Kemper CPA Group. See Kemper CPA Group for your year-round tax service, accounting, and auditing. That's Kemper CPA Group in Robinson. For the latest in multimedia products, including soundboard, CD-ROM drives, speakers, and software, see the friendly professional staff at Charlie Incorporated CI Systems on the east side of the square in Robinson, or call them at 618-546-5442. That's Charlie Incorporated CI Systems in Robinson.
Did it again. The good thing, the Maroons have the top of the order coming up. Jason Watts will lead off here in the 5th. And Pritchard and Aaron Try will follow.
Your Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County and is pleased to help sponsor the telecast of this game. Shop at your Robinson Walmart at 1304 East Main in Robinson.
Lewis has re-entered the game for Newton behind the plate.
These rules confuse the heck out of me. Do they you, Dwayne?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Jason Watts.
But you know all these rules. You're intelligent. You're the scorekeeper.
Right.
I'm just a white squirrel from Alney.
Well put, Try.
We won't say where Dwayne lives on the lake in Alney, but
Strike 1 to Jason Watts.
there's
There's
a
a
base
base
hit.
hit.
Boy,
Great start.
that's a nice bit of hitting there by Jason Watts, who just waited on that, and it hung up there, and he drilled it right out in the left field. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those games the rest of the way, as both teams are battling to stay in here in the baseball playoffs. This is the regional finals. The winner will go to Mahomet this weekend.
This type of ball game sometimes boils down to who gets the last opportunity. And unfortunately, with the coin toss,
Corey Pritchard, the hitter. Ball 1 to him. Jason Watts, the leadoff single down at first. Top of the 5th inning. It's a 4-3 ball game. Newton Eagles lead it here. Strike call, 1-1. Andy Clark on the mound now for the Newton Eagles. He came in relief back in the 4th inning.
Pritchard started that big 3-run 4th off last inning with a walk. Then came around to score. So on consecutive hits by Schrei and Parker
and Corral.
and Corral.
Throw down to second.
He's
Watts
safe.
is in there. Stolen base for Jason Watts.
Take ball away on the part of Pritchard that time.
2-1 to count as the pitch was a ball. The ball was a pitch. Okay.
Pritchard showed bunt a little bit,
wow.
took a strike, 2-2. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Jason Watts down at second base for the Maroons. Pritchard bounces one towards second. Bobbles it a little bit, gets it over to first for the out, but Watts advances to third.
Good job by Corey as he hit that ball over to the right side to advance the runner to third, and that'll bring up Aaron Schrei.
Newton had a little bit of a good break right there. They were jockeying around the shortstop and second baseman, both trying to hold the runner on. And Pritchard shortened up and slapped the ball that direction and almost caught him out of position.
Aaron Schrei up there. He's had a perfect afternoon. The hit in the first. a base hit and scored a run in the 4th. So he's up there in the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes.
Off the outside part of the plate. 4-3, Newton with the lead in the 5th. Pitch to Schrei, that's a
Call strike.
Going here at the same park. First graders up finishing up those years in school here. Playing some soccer. See, here's the pitch to Schrei.
Schrei puts one hard hit to second.
They're coming
baseman.
home.
He comes home. Out at the plate. Well, the second baseman brought the ball home to Lewis as Watts tried to score, and they threw him out at the plate.
Made the play to the plate, and Jason Watts cut down and not really close. As he never did reach the plate, they hit first slide.
That'll put 2 down here with Brett Schrei up to bat, with Aaron reaching first on that fielder's choice. Nick Horst fired a strike into the catcher to cut down Watts here in the top of the 5th as Maroon made attempt to tie it. Ball high.
Watts was coming all the way on the contact plate. That ball was hit hard. If it's 2 feet either side, in for a base hit with right half course.
Boy, Schrei looked that one over.
He's been kind of out on the front foot on both pitches there. He's pitcher changing speeds with him.
Runner at second, nobody out. Runner at first down, 2 down. Here's Clarkson.
Took a big swing at that one. Had him fooled. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. This was the inning where you really wanted to make something happen too. With the big gun was coming to the plate. Martin with the stretch. They look at first and the pitch.
Outside.
That was a close pitch.
2-2 to Brett. Lewis goes out to talk to Andy Clark.
Clark is a little disgusted out. Goes out to the mound to try to settle his pitcher down.
See Rural King Supply for your lawn and garden needs, from lawnmowers, string trimmers, mower parts and repairs, fertilizer, lawn and garden chemicals, and much more. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
2-2 the count on Brett Schrei. 2 outs. Andy Clark brings it home. Schrei bounces it back to Clark. Almost threw it away, but got away with it for the 3rd out.
So there's no runs on 1 hit, no error, 1 left on base. It's 4-3 Newton going into the bottom half of the 5th inning. First 3 batters for Newton will be Mulvey, Chad Starwald, and Bill Jones.
Spring is a time for home improvement. Check with the loan officers at First Robinson Savings and Loan FA. For all your financial needs, we've stood the test of time since 1883. FDIC insured. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan. This portion of the broadcast was brought to you in part by Leaf Incorporated and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sicklets, and Whopper candies. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
I don't see the grill out.
It's not.
Why?
I don't know. It's just not. Speaking of food,
Had some good bratwurst last night.
the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open to the public Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Coulter Post 69 in Robinson.
Graham on the mound for the Maroons.
Mike Mulvey will lead things off here in the home half of the 5th inning. Tony Graham in relief, pitching for the Maroons.
An interesting one.
4-3 ball game. Newton leads it by 1. The winner today goes to the sectional in Monticello. This is the championship of the regionals right here in Robinson. The loser goes home.
Tony Graham just needs to keep it right where it's at, 4-3. Newton just hasn't been slowed down. They've been hitting the ball all over the field today.
Mulvey lines one out to Parker, and he makes the catch.
Everything they've hit's been line drives, but some of those have been nice. They've been in our favor, right at somebody.
Right center fielder Chad Starwall's the batter. Jones on deck.
Everybody in the Newton lineup except the leadoff hitter and the cleanup hitter has a
One away, Chad Starwalt will be the hitter. Chad out in center now as he moved over there when Mulvey came into right field when they changed pitchers in the last inning. Pop up, Brett Schrei under control, got it. So 2 quick outs here in the home half of the 5th for the Eagles. Bill Jones will be the hitter.
First baseman Bill Jones the batter. Mast on deck.
Newton has not gone down in 1, 2, 3 order yet today. Maybe here's a chance.
John Mast, the number 9 hitter with a base hit. So it's 4-3. Newton with 2 outs and the pitch is working the ball 1. Jones was taking all the way on that pitch. He wouldn't have been swinging at it. 2 pitches and 2 outs. He probably been instructed to take his time up there.
Skies one again to Parker. That ball's deep. Matt
That's
drops
carrying.
back, and that's going to be
Off the
dropped right at
fence.
the fence. Right at the fence. And unsure as to whether he was going to catch the ball, Jones stopped at first.
Well, that's a
I
long
don't know
single,
what he
isn't
was.
it?
Yeah, that
With
ball
2
just
outs.
hit right at the bottom of the fence. You'd have thought he'd have been hammering them all.
Maybe he
Well-
thought it was out.
Yeah, he was starting his home run trot.
Right fielder John Mast.
Well, that may turn out to be a bit of a break here. A single to right that went off the fence, and John Mast is the hitter with 2 outs.
John Mast, number 9 man in the order. Here's Graham's pitch. It's low.
Ball 1 to John.
As then those Newton batters continue to hit the ball hard against the Robinson pitching here. As we're in the bottom of the 5th with 2 down. 4-3 Newton.
Here's the pitch. It's inside. Ball 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes to John.
Graham retired the first 2.
I'm not sure that Parker thought that was going to stay in either. He was back close to the fence and then barely stayed in the ballpark.
Low count to John Mast. Turn peg over to first base. Jones is back. Damage last inning when Newton scored. Their run after 2 was out. 2 were.
Tony Graham on the mound. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And there's ball 3 to Mast.
3 balls, no strikes.
Jones down at first for the Eagles.
Unearned run in the 4th. The difference in this game right now. The Eagles hoping to pad the lead after 2 down here in the 5th.
Strike call. 3-1 to Mast.
Started the game as the designated hitter. Now playing right field defensively. The 3-1 pitch and
A little bit high, and Mast draws a base on balls, and that'll put Jones down at second base.
by Graham.
So now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order, Nick Horst.
He's one of the few
Oh, for
Newton
3.
Eagles that doesn't have a base hit today.
Nick Horst the batter.
That brings Nick Horst
Clark on deck.
One of only 2. He and the cleanup man.
in the infield 3 times. Last time reached on an error on one. Should have been another play. Hitting. Scored 1.
Nick Horst, the second baseman for the Eagles. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Graham turned, made the fake throw to second. Nobody was covered. Made Bill Jones scurry back, though. Foul ball right back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike today.
First 2 hitters on 2 pitches. Then gave up a single, and then walked the man. So first and second. Round to the top of the order, the leadoff man, Nick Horst. Batting in the 5th. Lead by 1. Opportunity to increase the lead.
Fly ball center. That ball's trouble.
Correll's going to catch it.
Oh, he made
Corral
a nice
came up
running
with it.
catch.
I didn't think he'd ever get there.
Maroons are down 1, but that might have been the game-saving play right there.
Dwayne Corral, you saw it, made a great running catch. He came a long way to pick that ball off.
So no runs on one hit. No errors, 2 left on base after 5 innings. It's 4-3, Newton up by 1. First 3 batters for Robinson, Parker, Corral, and Bryant.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson. Good Luck Maroons from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you this broadcast, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. And the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and is pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community. I'll read one more.
One more?
I guess. If you are looking for prompt, friendly service for your networks, computers, printers, or other computer equipment, call Charlie Incorporated. CI Systems, their professional service staff can help you find the problem and fix it without any hassle. Just call them at 546-5442 or stop in on the east side of the square in Robinson.
Well, Matt Parker will step in and lead it off for Robinson.
There you go. We're at the top of the 6th. Not much time here for the Maroons as Matt Parker's going to lead it off.
Got a base hit his last time up. Maybe he's got things measured now.
Clark's first pitch is inside for ball 1 to Matt.
Well, actually, too, had an RBI single his last time up. Well, he went a long way to get that fly ball to retire the side. Get the 5th. Runners were going, of course, with 2 down.
Parker wanted it, but he let her go low as that makes it 2-0 here.
Big right fielder.
Andy Clark on the mound in relief for the Eagles, and Parker, hard hit ball right up the middle. Base hit for Matt.
Matt Parker starts it off here for the Maroons.
A leadoff single here in the 6th for Robinson. Chance to get something going here as Dwayne Corral comes up now.
Corral also had a hit his last time up. That was that string of 4 there that produced the 3 Robinson runs in the 4th inning.
Got an RBI with it too.
Nice
oh,
bunt,
nice bunt.
nice bunt. He's going to
Base
beat
hit.
that out.
Perfect. Base hit. They've got third base uncovered, but they were unable to take advantage of it. Heck of a bunt. That just looked almost like base hit bunt all the way, didn't it?
That'll bring up Ryan Bryant. Second baseman is the first 2 runners reach here for the Maroons.
Baseman Ryan Bryant.
By the time he got to first, Corral was a good 2 or 3 steps beyond the bag.
Crowell gets down the line really well,
Second with
and he beat that one out
Bryant to the
easily.
Might just think about doing that again.
That's right. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Ryan Bryant up there.
And here's the pitch to Bryant.
A little bit inside for a ball.
Bryant did not short enough, but not so much.
Infield's in at the corners,
Tony Graham on deck for the Maroons.
but they're not charging with a pitch. They're just in.
Bouncing ball to third. Third baseman steps on the bag. He's got one. Goes across the diamond.
Double
Got him
play.
at first. That's a tough one. The ball was hit hard to Burton at third, who just only was a step away from the bag, where he kicked the bag and threw a perfect strike across the diamond to complete the double play. That's a toughie.
Second base with 2 out.
Takes a hit now here from Tony Graham to bring in Dwayne Corral
Tony
from
Graham, the batter.
second base as they try to keep him close. Graham looks at one low.
Catcher had a little trouble finding the ball in the dirt, but located it finally. And Tony Graham at the plate. Chance to help himself here.
Well, any kind of a base hit through the infield should score the run.
Corral with good speed out there on second base.
Steps back down to the box.
1 ball, no strikes to Tony.
Looks at one on the Inside, 2-0 the count. On deck for the Maroons, Chris Upmore.
That time here, the Newton coach going to the mound.
Well, he's looking around a little bit. I don't know. Whoever he switches is going to have to be out of the playing field somewhere if he makes a move.
Discussion going on out on the mound, no sign of any change yet. He just wanted to talk to him, try to settle everybody down.
Discussion's over.
Hasn't batted a lot here. The varsity middle.
Corral down at second base. Bryant hit into the double play and forced Parker at third, and the third baseman made a good throw back across the diamond and nailed Bryant. So there's 2 outs, 1 on in scoring position. Tony Graham, the hitter, 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
In the dirt again, low for ball 3.
If Graham can get on, Chris Upmore will follow. We're in the top of the 6th. 4-3 ball game. Newton up by 1. Well, Graham gets a base on ball. So now, runners at first and second. Chris Upmore with a chance here. A base hit will drive a run home.
Chris, a good left-handed hitter here. Again, Clark misses high.
So time 4, a clutch 2-out single here. Jason watched the on-deck hitter. Ball 1. Clark suddenly played with control a bit.
Low, ball 2.
Back-to-back singles.
2-0 to Crest.
Here comes a pitching change.
Yeah. And let's see, who's he, what do we got? We got somebody in the bullpen? Yeah, we do. He's had somebody over there warming up behind the trees. You can't see him. Andy Clark. Well, we'll see what he's going to do now. He'll make the switches back, maybe. Andy Clark looks like he's going to go back out to center field. And center fielder comes back over to right. That's Starwalt, and
In
Bass
the pitch, number 12.
probably is coming out. Let's see. I don't have a 12.
You got this straightened out, Dwayne.
Is he
12 was
the original?
the original pitcher.
Yeah. Starwalt coming back in.
Yeah, and he's re-entering.
Mm-hmm.
He was not in the starting lineup. He had a DH for him, so I think when he left, he may not be eligible to come back.
That's a good point. They're talking about it down there right now. Scheimer, Jones, and the umpires are down there right now talking about it. And I think there is a question.
I think that is a question. My guess is that is the question that has come up. I just know, I'm not positive that for some reason.
I hadn't thought about that, using the DH. Starwalt started the ball game as a pitcher.
I
but
thought
he
that
had
was
a
the only. I
designated
thought
hitter.
that was the only. Yeah. And the rule book just came out from Coach Troy Mitchell.
Whose spot is he taking in the order, though? He can only go back in the number 9 spot for Mast.
We're in for a little discussion here.
In the lineup for him, if that pitcher leaves the lineup, he is not eligible.
We don't have a scorebook, so we're going to have to wait and see what the decision is. The umpire and Coach Scheimer are talking it over. Bill Jones is listening.
I think the key point is it's not that he can't re-enter, it's just that he can't re-enter because he had been DH'd for. I think, Jim. I'm not sure.
Well, that's yeah. It's
High
something
school
I don't
rules
have
are
any
just
idea.
different, and
the DH may play, but the player who is DH for may not ever bat.
Well, I see
And
him
the only way he
walking
could
off.
go in is to go in the DH's spot in the batting order.
They're going to let him re-enter, so there must have been something.
Well, they seem to have settled it, and Starwalt is going to stay in there as a pitcher. Now, good point, Shaw, as to exactly where he enters. It looked like Mast.
Is Matt still in the ball game? Who's in right field?
Okay, Mast left the ball game, as who went in earlier, and Starwalt moved back over to right. Chad Starwalt back over to right. So Clark's back in center, and we basically have the original lineup back in force here.
And it's 3-0. After
J.D.
all of
Starwalt
that.
back in the ball game, pitching in the sixth. 3 balls, no strikes to Chris.
Low ball 4. And they're loaded up for Jason Watts, the leadoff hitter for the Maroons here in the top of the 6th.
Well, Jason's hit the ball. Let's see. He lined out in the first, bounced out back to the pitcher in the third.
But he hit the ball hard then. That was a shot back at the pitcher who
And
was just protecting himself. So he's hit the
single-
ball hard 3 times.
Single to left there in the fifth.
In the dirt as the catcher makes a good stop to keep it in front of him and keep that tying run down at third.
Well, with 2 outs here, there's a lot of ways to score a run. Strike ball. 1-1. Bouncing ball. Too short. He falls
fumble the
down.
ball?
Safe.
Yes,
Everybody's
yes. Okay,
safe.
we
Got
tied
to run
up.
home. Well, the shortstop, Kevin Schultz, couldn't pick the ball up cleanly. Fumbled it a little bit, tried to get it over to the second baseman, but not in time. And Upmore slid in there. We got to run home.
That was a bang-bang out there, but Chris just beat the throw, just barely.
So Corral scores.
It's all tied up here with 2 down still in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded. Corey Pritchard, the batter for the Maroons. Aaron Schrei on deck.
Corey Pritchard, the batter.
So he looks at it inside as the Maroons are starting to show a little bit more patience at the plate. And here we go again.
We're all tied up at 4-4 here now in the 6th.
And here comes another pitching change as Clark's going
He's
to
going
come
to bring
back
Clark
in.
back in.
Yeah, which he can do because Clark's never
Sure,
left the
sure.
game.
But what's he do with, what's his name here? Starwalt.
What's he do with what's his name?
I don't know. He
Put
put
him
him
in
in the
short.
bus, I guess. He can just figure he can bring you back whenever he wants to.
Starwalt's going to right field.
Mast is whoever's in right field is going to center.
Well, this Chad Starwalt came back over to right, and Mast left the ball game on that previous exchange. So Andy Clark is going to be back in here on the hill.
I'm confused.
JD went to right. That's going to leave Chad Starwalt in center now, who will move over from right field and take Clark's spot.
Now we're going to have a pinch runner for Chris Upmore, which will be Whiff. As Whiff just comes in from
Andy Clark back in.
as the managerial wheels continue to spin.
Yeah, nobody left the ball game in this case. We just did a big shift.
Well, now somebody did, because I saw him walk and go in the dugout, didn't you?
No,
Not this time.
Not
Mast
this
left
time.
the last time.
that was Coach Jones.
Jones, yeah. Jones is back in the dugout.
No, he's back out here.
Here he comes again. You know, the helper
Is that
down
another
there,
trip?
That's another trip he crossed the line,
Should
didn't
be.
he? He did. He did. He gave it to him right
yeah,
there.
Jeff Lynn
He
told
said
him
he had
that's
one
time.
more. Yes.
That's it.
Chris Upmore.
I don't think
Good
Bill
job.
intended to do that,
No, no.
but that is, he crossed the line. Let's see, now where are we?
And the wind and the pitch from Clark to Pritchard. It's a foul strike right down
0-1 to count.
0 for 2 on the day. Walk one.
Well, let's see.
Oh, let's
That's
see,
just
1 and
1
1.
and 1
Should be
now,
1 and
yeah.
1, shouldn't it?
1 ball, 1
Yes.
strike.
Bases loaded. Corey Pritchard trying to put the Maroons on top for the first time today here in the top of the 6th.
Motion here in the last inning. Staying along in great shape. Up to last inning or so. Here's the next.
Clark brings it home. Fly ball, center field. Whoop.
That was overhand.
That's going to score more
Misplayed
than
it.
1.
It's going to clear the bases.
The ball gets
Comes
away
down
from
to
the
score.
shortstop.
And Pritchard winds up at third with a triple as he put one over the center fielder's head.
He took one step in and he knew he was in trouble because that ball flew over his head, one bounce and off the fence. As the Maroons score 3 here, making it 7-4, as that'll bring Aaron Schrei up and Corey Pritchard sitting down there on third base.
And still 2 outs. And those 2 outs were early in the inning. They've done a lot of damage here since then.
Schrei half swings and
Got a strike
called
on it.
strike 1.
Well, Corey Pritchard, 3 RBI triple, and he's down at third. That was a big, big hit. After all that manipulating by Bill Jones, look what happened. I feel sorry for Chad Starwall out in center. He's played center and right and changed so much he probably wasn't sure where he was. 2-1 the count to Aaron Schrei. Pritchard down at third. He cleared the bases with a triple. They've scored 4 this inning. It's 7-4 in favor of the Maroons. There's a high fly ball, center field. Starwald
Struggling, he's
Got
got
it.
it. But Dwayne, 4 big runs for the Maroons.
change it.
4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left.
Hang on, we're changing tapes.
Okay, we're back in business here.
Well, from now on out, the next inning and a half, it's everything goes, and everybody, as we saw in the last inning, is Coach Jones from Newton did all kinds of
Right, you
manipulating.
got a dugout full of kids, and you use them all if you have to.
And now that's what you got to do here. Everybody's a pitcher if you need a pitcher or whatever you need, but we're at 7-4.
Andy Clark up at the plate. And I'm not sure what position he's in now. Is he pitching or is he in center field?
He's pitching.
Oh, okay.
Jeremiah Whiff stays in the game and plays left field, Jim.
Jeremiah came in as a pinch runner in the last inning.
The Maroons get a life here and jump on top finally in the top of the 6th, 7-4. 2-0 the count. Don't want to come back and walk somebody and give them another chance. Shut the door.
Tony Graham on the mound in relief here for Corral. He gets a strike in there that time. 3 balls, 1 strike. Andy Clark, the hitter, the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th. Robinson with 4 runs in the last inning, lead it now 7-4.
As he walks
However,
him.
the Eagles get a base runner with the leadoff man, and here comes Kevin Schultz. Schulte. I can't read my writing.
Shortstop Kevin Schulte.
for the first time. Just now figured that out, did you? All right.
That sure makes me
All right.
feel better.
Never mind. Never mind. Surely.
High. Tony's having a hard time finding the plate here to start off the sixth.
Schulte's double, singled, and hit into a double play today. Quick throw over to first, puts Clark back to first, keeps him honest over there. Andy Clark on with a walk. Nobody out here in the sixth. Graham brings it home a little bit high, 2-0. Watts and Tony talk about it a little bit. Corey Pritchard comes in from shortstop to join in.
A couple people heading for the bullpen. Maroons can bring in Ryan Bryant in a situation like this, who they've used him some in here. I don't know who else is warming up in the bullpen. There's a strike.
Number 15. I don't have that number down.
I was going to say, we get a list of everybody on the numbers, and then they start using people we've never heard of.
I thought I wrote down all the substitutes, but I apparently didn't.
Well, I did what we had.
There's Tony Graham comes back and gets even in the count with two blazing fastballs there on a foul tip, as he's even now 2-2. Nobody down here with the runner on for Newton. Maroons on top 7-4.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul.
Just got a piece of it.
Graham trying to reach back and finish it up here. In the bottom of the sixth, scheduled 7th inning. Graham on the mound. For Robinson. Here's the next pitch.
Just missed.
Oh,
Full count.
must have been a little bit low.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The count.
It's a left-hander throwing down there, Tony. You know who the...
I have no idea who that is.
First base, full count pitch. Something different.
Fly ball, pop fly. Pritchard has it under control. Makes the catch. I never did see that one after it left the bat. I just watched him circle under it. So that's one away. Scott Burton will be the hitter.
Third baseman Scott Burton.
Clark down at first with one away here. 7-4 the score. Maroons lead it.
It was a big out there. Maroons need 5 more outs here to make their, what was it, 3rd straight appearance to the sectional.
Burton doesn't have an official time at the plate so far. Sacrifice fly and 2 walks. His first official time up. And he's got ball 2 already. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Regional championship ball game here. Maroons lead it now 7-4 after trailing most of the ball game. Swing and a miss.
Came back to him that time. 2-1 to count.
It's Hartridge.
Well, see, that's who I thought it was. But that's why
Pops it up. Brett Schrei calls for it. Got it.
that's why I was looking to see if that was.
But it didn't have it here on the book when you looked.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I
what it
didn't have
was.
the numbers there.
Well, we'll wait and see who hits here. That should be Sean Lewis. They've bounced around 2 or 3 times. Had a pinch hitter for him up there the last time.
Now, did you figure that out? Who's warming up in the bullpen?
Yeah, we got it now.
Yeah.
It took us a while. That's ace number 1 people over here to your left.
I'll tell you what, Sean Lewis is not as good a hitter as Sean Long was. Long had a hit.
Well, he fouled the first one off for strike 1.
Pretty close.
1-1.
Real close.
Lewis, Eagle catcher. The pitch, swing.
Fly ball's going to go foul. Can anybody
Parker,
reach it
Parker,
into the
out of
bullpen?
play.
But couldn't get there.
Robinson, bullpen.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. 1 runner on down at first. That's Andy Clark, who walked.
Still got a chance in this one. Rogers has a 3-run lead right now. Tony Graham. Started the 4th inning in relief. Still works there, so he stands to be the pitcher of record right now. All 1 to go in this one. Stretch and the pitch. Curveball.
Bouncing ball down to third. Try, kicks it. Still in play.
That was a tough one. It was hit slow enough that Aaron, that was his best shot. He had to come charging in, scoop and throw, and he just couldn't quite get the pickup. That ball stayed down in that grass.
2 outs, runners at first and second, but Mike Mulvey will be the hitter now.
3 times. Lined out to right to Matt Parker twice. Single.
Left fielder Mike Mulvey.
Sudden trip to the plate. Anything that happens here now is unearned this inning.
Mulvey's hit the ball hard 3 different times today. Lined out twice to Parker with a base hit in between.
After what he had seen.
Trying to climb back in this one with the tying run at the plate. So he looks at one inside for ball 1.
Many years ago, I used to listen to broadcast baseball. Bob Wilson. Errors like runs, hits, all
Hard hit ball in the gap.
That's going to score at least 1, maybe 2, as Correll makes a heck of a play to cut it off.
They bring 1 run home. That's Andy Clark, and that's all on that fine play by Corral.
And that makes it 7-5. Guys, you're going to have to bring him home.
Colby with his second.
I got to go to softball practice.
Now the Eagles have
The duties of a father and a coach.
That's true.
potential tying run on at second base.
Thank you, Tony. Sean Lewis winds up at third base on that double by Mike Mulvey. And Andy Clark scores. So it's a 7-5 ball game. Or,
Has pitched 3 innings and have to say has done an admirable job.
now we're going to see Dwayne Correll come back in the ball game.
Back in from center field.
He's coming in from center. Hartridge is re-entering the game in the left field.
They'll be back into action. Newton with runners at second.
And I guess Whip will probably go to center.
Robinson has a 2-run lead at 7-5. Pause a minute for these words.
And somebody who left.
Graham.
Okay, yeah, Tony went out. Elner, I don't envy your job. So Hartridge re-enters the game back in left field. Jeremiah Whip, who came in this inning, went into left field, will move over to center as Tony Graham leaves. Dwayne Corral will be back on the mound for the boy, I almost slipped up. For the Maroons. And we've seen a lot of shifting and changing here today as both coaches for the team have really pulled out the stops. Let's see. Corral warms up on the mound, and the first pitcher, or the first hitter he'll face will be Chad Starwalt. 2 outs, and we've got runners now at second and third for the Eagles. Bottom of the 6th.
Graham threw 2 2/3 innings and allowed 4 hits, walked 3. Both runners out there will be charged to him should they score.
James Hartridge re-enters and left field.
Corral throws ball one.
Moves to center field.
Well, Dwayne does it all. He comes in, does a good job pitching. He went back out in center field, made a fine play here this afternoon on a hit by Nick Horst. Ran a half a mile and brought it in. That catch he made, there were 2 runners on base. It was a third out to retire the sides, but had it not, there would have been a couple of runners. At least one run would have scored on that play. So quite a play he made there in the 5th inning on Nick Horst's long fly ball. 2 balls, no strikes on Starwall.
Popped out to the first baseman off Tony Graham. Now faces Corral again here. 7-5
Now what?
He makes that second. There's the pitch.
Okay, let's see that Starwall to hitter, and pardon, and Mulvey doubled.
Here's the 3-0. It's ball 4. Wasn't close.
Starwall draws a base on balls. We've got bases loaded again here with 2 outs.
2 outs. And Bill Jones, the hitter.
Jones got 2 hits today.
Bill Jones, the batter.
Strike call to Bill. Well, 2 outs. Newton has got 1 run home here in this inning. It's 7-5. Maroons up by 2. Bases loaded with 2 away. Corral throws another pitch. Strike 2.
You can't believe it. Trying to cover up that corner. Some dirt he just threw down.
Don't work.
0-2.
Low and into the dirt for ball 1. That's 1 and 2 now the count to Bill Jones.
Newton with the bases full, 2 out. Robinson had this situation in the top half. Got a triple. Here, Richard. Here's the pitch.
Struck him out.
Got him. Big strikeout for Dwayne Corral when he came back in the ball game, faced Bill Jones and put him away.
There was 1 run. There was 1
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left on base. Going to the top of the 7th inning. Robinson still up 7-5. First 3 batters, Brett Schrei, Matt Parker, and Dwayne Corral.
Where do we stand commercial-wise?
I have no idea.
Okay, good shape. Throw one in here and there. Cruising right along. Where are we at? Top of the 7th?
Top of the 7th.
Brett Schrei? Is that where you are, Dwayne?
That's where I am, right. I don't know how we're going to go about establishing a winning and losing pitcher here when they've both been in and out and in and out. You know?
I was going to say, how do you figure the pitcher a record here?
So far, Graham would be the winner, and I think who was the second pitcher? Clark would be the loser at this point.
Who was in now when the runs were scored?
Well, he was. He put the runners on.
Put the
base.
runners on,
Yeah.
right. Well, the big hit so far, Corey Pritchard's triple, which drove home 3 runs at bases loaded triple and put the Maroons out in front for the first time this afternoon in the 6th inning, where they scored 4 runs and went ahead 7-4. Here in the home half of the 6th, Newton came up with 1 run, so it's a 7-5 ball game. Robinson leads it. They come to bat here in the top of the 7th.
Play of the game, though, and you mentioned a minute ago, was that catch made by Dwayne Corral in center field in the 4th inning. They'd scored 1 run, and then Maroons were down by 1 at that point, but that kept the game in reach, enabled the Maroons to come back and take the lead again.
Brett Schrei leads things off, takes a big swing and a miss. Andy Clark back on the mound for the Newton Eagles.
Brett Schrei 1 for 3 today and a run scored, singled in the 4th.
With the remote broadcast there.
There's a strike call.
Strike on the corner.
2 strikes to Brett.
See if he just shortens up his swing and tries to make contact here. Struck him out.
Well, there's 1 down. Matt Parker will be the hitter. Matt's 2 for 3. A single to left, a single to center. Bounced out to third in his first time up there in the second inning. First pitch to Matt's a little low. Ball 1.
Wind has really picked up here. I don't think anything's going to happen the way a long ball from now on. It's really blowing in a gale.
Bouncing ball back to the pitcher. Clark's got it, and he's going to make it look easy. He does. 2 up, 2 down for the Maroons. Dwayne Corral will be the hitter. The guy who has done it all. He's had an RBI, a big play in the outfield. He's scored a run, and he's pitched twice.
Laid down a heck of a bunt for a base hit.
Clark tries to curve it. Missed it high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Maroons with a 2-run lead, 7-5. Championship game here in the regional. The winner goes to Monticello on Saturday for sectional play.
7-5. Maroons on top. In the top of the 7th. That goes the home teams. Down here in this inning.
Corral bounces 1 to third. Nice play by Burton. Gets it over to first.
So 3 up and 3 down. This is it. Last half of the 7th inning. Maroons up by 2. The first 3 batters for Newton will be J.D. Starwald, I think, who re-entered as a pitcher in the place of the DH, followed by Horst and Andy Clark.
Which Mast would be out of the ballgame.
Right.
And it'll be J.D.'s.
No, we're going to get a pinch hitter.
Okay, it would have been his first time up anyway.
Yes.
So Bill Jones is going to send a pinch hitter up.
Okay, this is going to be
Tim
Harris.
Bottom of the 7th. Dwayne Corral back in for the Maroons doing the pitching. Came back in the last inning. He'll be facing Tim Harris, a pinch hitter for Starwalk here to lead off the 7th inning. 7-5 the score. Maroons lead it. They've got to get the Eagles out here in this inning. This is the last chance for the Eagles. We've been a 2-hour ball game. Any way you look at it here again this afternoon. A lot of action here in this one. Oh, Corral. That's a fastball.
He looks more comfortable out there in the mound now than any time during the day, doesn't he?
One ball, 1 strike to count now to Harris.
Corral on the mound trying to finish it off. Probably the 4th regional championship in 5 years. Here's the next pitch.
Missed. Well, got the
Oh,
corner.
got the corner.
Yeah, I
Strike
thought he
2.
missed it. It's the black part of the plate covered up with the dirt there on the outside. 2-1, or 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a little bit low. I thought he had that one. Had to be on the ground to see it. It's 2-2. Tim Harris up there as a pinch hitter. First time at the plate this afternoon. There's one high and outside. That'll be ball 3. Let a couple of close pitches go by, and you can't do that this part of the game. Newton wanting a base runner. And they got one. Wait a minute, I'm off on my count somewhere.
Me too.
That's what I thought, ball
That's
four,
what I
and he
thought.
stood there, yeah. Base on balls for Harris, so with nobody out, they've got their base runner. Nick Horst, the leadoff batter for Newton, will be up there. Nobody out, and Harris down at first.
Horst is 0 for 4.
He's the one that hit the one Corral chased down finally. A little bit high. Well, when we started this afternoon, it was pretty cloudy, and we didn't know if we were going to get it in or not. A few sprinkles, but things quit. It didn't clear off, but it is a lot less threatening. Bouncing ball. Bryant to first. Out. One gone. Harris moved down to second base. Andy Clark will be the hitter.
Clark's 1 for 2. He's walked twice and he scored twice. Pitched twice.
Now they just rotate him around. Bouncing ball. Pritchard.
Oh, he
Save.
beat it out.
Runner stayed at second. And Clark legged it out to first. Good stretch by Schrei. Had to kind of dig it out of the dirt, but Clark beat it out.
Shortstop Kevin Schulte.
Harris
Here's
is down
Schulte.
at second.
Schulte's got a couple of hits. 2 for
There's
4.
one.
There's another one.
They may get a run home here. They hold him up. They got a runner hung. No, they don't. He goes back. Made the throw to home. Bases loaded now. We're back where we started from with one away here.
Winning run at first base.
Let's see. I've got Harris over at third, Clark down at second, and Kevin Schulte at first with that single to left. Maroons are going to talk it over. There's one out. Scott Burton is a scheduled hitter. He is, let's see, what has he done here? He's walked twice, sacrificed fly with an RBI in the first, scored a run in the third, and popped out to third his last time up.
At the mound is over. As all of the players depart, Aaron Schrei back to third.
Scott Burton gets some encouragement from Steve Schulte,
Third base, Scott Burton.
one of the assistant coaches down at first base for Newton. Corral on the mound. It's his ball game right now.
Tying run at second, the winning run at first. One out here in the bottom of the 7th.
There's
pitch.
the strike. One ball, one strike.
Trying to battle from behind.
Well, we're in the bottom of the 7th.
Blind the 1-1.
Missed 2-1. Robinson leads it 7-5. There's one away. The Eagles with the bases loaded and only one out. They need 2 to tie and 3 to win. Outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's no place to put him.
Corral nowhere near the plate on the last 2. In the dirt. Now, couple of feet outside. 3 balls and strike.
Burton the hitter. Here's Corral. A little bit low. He forces in a run. So Scott Burton walks. He'll get an RBI. Now we've got Sean Lewis, the scheduled hitter.
We're going to have a pitching change here. Second trip to the mound by Coach Scheimer.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Corral going back to center field.
Base is still loaded for the Eagles. It's now a
That's like-
7-6 ball game.
Looks like Ryan Bryant's going to throw here.
To finish it off.
Corral's
Bryant.
going to center. Looks like Reggie Truitt going to second base. And Whip coming out of the game, so I guess Truitt enters the game in Whip's spot in the order.
Yeah, Corral will go back to center. Sean Lewis, the scheduled hitter for Newton here. Well, it's a one-run ball game, so a base hit can send us all home.
Yeah, it's a winning run out there at second base right now. See what Bryant's done pitching-wise. I've only seen him once this year, and he threw about 3 innings in relief against Casey, I believe. Thrown 10 innings, given up 6 hits, has an ERA of 0.68. Walked 4, struck out 10 in 10 innings. Pretty good numbers for
Seen a lot of changes by both coaches in this ball game, a lot of shifting around.
Brian coming in from second base.
But when you're playing in the championship ball game,
Dwayne Corral goes back.
you leave nothing undone. You've got to do it all.
Reggie Truitt comes in for James Hartrick. Hartrick goes to second base. Jeremiah Lift moves to left field.
Let's see, won't that be Truitt?
Could be Truitt at
At
second
base, I think.
Hartrick in left.
Let's see, now we're doing a change here. There's Jeremiah Whip going back in.
He was taking out Hartrick instead of Whip, I guess. So he's going to enter the game. Truitt will enter the game in Hartrick's spot.
So Ryan Bryant will be on the mound for the Maroons. He comes in with the bases loaded. There's 1 away. The game on the line here. Sean Lewis will be the hitter for Newton. Sean has batted 3 times. He had a pinch hitter step in for him in the 4th. He popped to right, singled to center, had a pinch hitter in the 4th, got on with an error in the 6th inning. Bryant throws his first one. Good stop by Jason Watts. He had to dig that one out of the dirt. Base is full. Got a 1-run ball game. There's only 1 away.
Base hit.
That's going to be in the gap.
That's going to win it
Falls
right
in there
there.
to the fence. There's 1 run. Here
There's-
comes 2, and this is it. So they'll wind up with a game-winning base hit by Sean Lewis. Drove home 2 runs, and that's going to be a 1-run victory for the Newton Eagles. Final score, 8-7. Well, that base hit went in the gap between right and center field, and that drove Andy Clark and Kevin Schulte home from third and from second base. Schulte scoring the winning run, and 2 RBIs credited to Sean Lewis. That's the ball game. Final score is 8-7 in favor of the Newton Eagles.
Totals for the game for Robinson: 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 5 left on base. For Newton, 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 7 left. Winning pitcher will be Clark, the losing pitcher, Corral.
Okay. We'll wind her up here in our area. This is the championship. Newton will go on to sectional play at Monticello on Saturday.